Thank you for visiting the Combs Waterkotte website and our YouTube channel. Our criminal defense law firm in Missouri has over 400 perfect reviews and a long history of client satisfaction, dismissals, charge reductions, and victories. We have created these audio articles to help protect your freedom and rights. If hired for your case, we'll not give up until you get fair justice. Failure to report a shooting lawyer in Missouri. If you've been charged with or arrested for failing to report a shooting in Missouri, contact the criminal defense attorneys at Combs Waterkotte today. Our team has the experience and determination needed to fight for your rights and future. Failure to report a shooting lawyer in Missouri. Missouri has a statute that punishes people who shoot someone and fail to report it. This statute is analogous to the state's hit-and-run law because it essentially prohibits shoot-and-run incidents. However, it can also ensnare those unaware of the law's requirements. Combs Waterkotte vigorously defends clients from charges of failure to report a shooting. We can devise a defense based on your side of the story to seek a fair resolution to your case. Call a failure to report a shooting defense attorney at Combs Waterkotte at 314-900-HELP or contact us online for a free, confidential consultation. Why does Missouri punish people for failure to report a shooting? Laws that require people to report shootings serve the following purposes: securing prompt medical care for shooting victims, alerting law enforcement agencies so they can investigate the incident, ensuring that the shooter is present for police questioning. However, shooters may fail to contact the police or flee the scene for many reasons, including panic, fear of arrest for homicide, assault, or gun violations, concern about outstanding warrants, ignorance of the law's requirements. Missouri does not accept ignorance of the law as a defense. Even if you stayed to help or called an ambulance, you could still be charged if you didn't notify law enforcement yourself. Missouri statute against failure to report a shooting. Missouri law prohibits a person from failing to report a shooting if they possessed and discharged a firearm or projectile weapon, caused injury or death to another person, knew about the injury or death, failed to report it to law enforcement within a reasonable time. The statute doesn't specify intent, only that the shooter failed to report. If another person reports the incident, that doesn't relieve the shooter from responsibility. Possible defenses against charges of failure to report a shooting in Missouri. Combs Waterkotte attorneys can craft a defense based on your unique situation. Valid defenses may include no knowledge of injury. You didn't realize anyone was hit, such as in an accidental shot in remote areas. Not the shooter. Witnesses and bystanders aren't legally obligated to report the shooting. Necessary delay. You were helping the victim or lacked means to report it immediately, e.g., no cell service. Note: self-defense doesn't excuse a failure to report. If you acted in self-defense, you still have a duty to report the incident. Penalties for a failure to report a shooting. Charge: first offense, Class A misdemeanor. Subsequent offense, Class E felony. Penalty: up to 1 year in jail and $2,000 fine. Up to 4 years in prison and $10,000 fine. Additional charges you might face after a shooting in Missouri. Circumstance intentional killing. Heat of passion killing. Reckless discharge with fatality. Negligent discharge with fatality. Attempt to kill or seriously injure. Reckless discharge with injury. Charge: first or second-degree murder. Voluntary manslaughter. Involuntary manslaughter. First degree. Involuntary manslaughter. second-degree, first-degree assault, second-degree assault. Why you need Combs Waterkotte for your failure to report a shooting charge in Missouri. We know the ins and outs of Missouri's gun charge laws. We are aggressive negotiators and seasoned trial attorneys. We can challenge illegal searches and seizures. We personalize every defense strategy to fit your circumstances. We know how to push for charge reductions or case dismissal. We treat every client with respect and clear communication. And most importantly, we fight to protect your freedom and your future. How a Combs Waterkotte lawyer can help with a failure to report a shooting charge in Missouri. We listen carefully to understand what really happened. We identify whether you had legal knowledge of the injury. We collect and present evidence to support valid exceptions or delays. We build defenses to challenge each element of the statute. We negotiate for charge reductions or dismissals when possible. We represent you during all questioning by police or prosecutors. We prepare aggressively for trial when needed to clear your name. We guide you through every step, so you're never alone in the process. Why choose Combs Waterkotte for any Missouri gun charges? With more than 10,000 cases successfully handled and 50-plus years of combined experience, our team knows how to respond quickly and effectively to these charges. One of our partners is a former prosecutor, allowing us to anticipate and counter the strategies the state may use against you. We take a compassionate, non-judgmental approach and are committed to hearing your side of the story. Our attorneys are available 24/7 and have earned over 355-star reviews from past clients who trusted us with their futures. How we'll fight for you against failure to report a shooting charges in Missouri. We begin by listening carefully to your account of what happened. Then we gather relevant evidence, like medical records, GPS data, or witness accounts, to build a strong defense strategy. We push back against overcharges and try to negotiate for dismissals, reductions, or alternative sentencing. And if prosecutors won't budge, we're ready to take your case to trial and present your side tenaciously to a jury. Contact Combs Waterkotte to get reliable legal assistance. Police and prosecutors often move fast after a shooting, and mistakes can happen. Contact Combs Waterkotte online or call us at 314900-HELP today to schedule your free consultation and get a strong, experienced defense team on your side.